Mm. Guys, we didn't plan that. It's just kind of went, what's the intro going to be? Don't know we're recording, just come up with something quickly, and we kicked it off. We're going to start this with an X-Men 97 review. Very excited to talk about the show. It's going to be spoiler-free-ish. There might be some stuff we talk about in it, but I've double-checked the trailers just to make sure that we're not ruining anything, and we're just going to keep it to this. But I'm going to say from the off, loved it. As soon as I might be a sucker for nostalgia, but just like the start of this video, soon as I heard that theme tune starting up, I was like, fucking yes, we are back.
It could make a grown man cry, my dude. Make a grown man cry. Like, oh my God. So the action of this show, like they just truly knew that like there were so many 90s kids looking forward to this show, and they did not disappoint. The show is phenomenal. I fucking love it.
Yeah. So we got to see the first 3 episodes. I recorded my breakdown after watching the first 2, and then I watched 3. I was thinking, I don't know how 3 is going to go. Love that as well. I think they've got a really good tone with it. A lot of you guys watching at home, you might be like, do I have to watch all 5 seasons of the show originally? Personally, I don't think that you do. I think you can dive in, and as long as you have like an understanding of who the X-Men are, a brief sort of idea of what's gone on in the past, I think you guys are going to be fine with it. In case you don't know, they're basically the season in 1997. We're not massive spoilers, but Professor X died at the end of it. And what they're doing is kind of dealing with the aftermath of that. Cyclops is taking on the role of the leader. But there's a couple of wild cards thrown in there that change your dynamics, especially at the end of that first episode. There's a big reveal about someone who's going to be joining the X-Men. And yeah, from the off, as soon as that theme tune hit, I won't go into too much of what happens because I think you guys should enjoy it as much as possible seeing it for the first time. But as soon as that started, loved it. And just seeing that roll in and where we start off, it's incredible. The first season of the show, it kind of took you through the eyes of Jubilee as she encountered the X-Men and saw things, and that's how we were introduced to them. And they do something similar here. And it just really hits the ground running. And from the off, I was like, they've bloody done it. They've bloody done it.
They've done it, man. Like I was wondering how they're going to capture that feel, and like I was sort of skeptical of the new animation style because like I'm married to the 90s style. Like even though like it's super outdated, it's not like the greatest, but like I'm like, hey, just make it the same. But like I really love this new direction, and it was just it's like a blast of the past, man. And like I think that like people that haven't watched the original program, I feel like they'll be able to enjoy the show even more. I don't know, like I don't know if even more is like the correct thing, but like you'll still be able to enjoy like the really cool surprising stuff that this show has in store for you guys if you have no idea about like the original series or the comics, even especially the comics, because episode 2 got a really great stuff that's really mind-blowing stuff without spoiling anything. Yeah, man, like I think that Marvel Studios knocked this one out of the park. I really hope that this gets picked up for a season 2 just from these first couple of episodes, because and like I really hope that they really nail down the Marvel Studios MCU integration, because I want to see these guys in Secret Wars. Like, come on, we got to see that happen. Come on.
Definitely, yeah. I do hope that this is kind of a backdoor origin story for the X-Men that we saw at the end of the Marvels. They have came out and been like, oh, it's not connected, it's nothing to do with the MCU. But seeing this tone and the way they handle it, I was like, if they can just bring this to live action, I think they'll absolutely crush it. I think they nail everything from that cartoon, and it literally just feels like you could instantly pick up from there, and sure, the visuals have been updated, but I think you would believe that it was by the same creators in a lot of the instances that they have. The animation stepped up quite a lot, though. They do a massive set piece in episode 2, where someone certain basically uses all of their powers to kind of show how powerful they are, and I was like, oh shit, this is so good,
bro. It's literally my favorite moment probably of those episodes. It's just like this character, unspecified character, is a badass. I freaking love them. But yeah, no, I feel like this series could potentially, I don't know if this is this we can cut this out if this is a spoiler, but this series could potentially serve as a origin story for another Fox X-Men character that you guys will know exactly what I'm talking about um, after you guys watch those episodes that we've seen in the Deadpool movies in specifically, Jesus Christ, that we've seen in the Deadpool movies specifically. Yeah, I think Marvel Studios has some really exciting stuff that I cannot wait to see how this series ends, man, because like I just feel like this narrative is the perfect narrative that we need today, and the X-Men are back, baby. I'm so excited.
Yeah, no, I really, really enjoyed it. I have been on shaky ground with the MCU recently. I really
Mm.
liked Guardians of the Galaxy last year. I really liked Loki.
Oh
I
hell
thought that
yeah.
was fantastic. Um, Secret Invasion, obviously, that's been their sort of most disliked series, and I don't
Yeah.
think it did
Oof.
well viewership wise. Echo, I had my problems with that. I know there's people out there who enjoy it. This
Mm.
kind of feels like, oh, they've managed to recapture the tone and kind of figure out what made this show pop originally and why we love it so much, and just give us as much fan service as possible. But that being said, there's a lot of surprises in it as well, especially with, that there's a character at the end of episode 1 that they introduce. There's then a big cliffhanger at the end of episode 2, and
Mm.
episode 3 explores that, and it takes it evolves the series, I'll say, as a shit pun. But I really, really thought they recaptured it, and if it can just keep up this level for the whole series, I'm going to be very excited to break it down. We've got lots of theory videos coming out as well, lots of stuff to talk about, lots of Easter eggs as well, and lots of callbacks to 60s
Yes, there's a
stuff
lot of
even.
cool stuff in the background of this show. Keep your
Yeah,
eyes peeled because like there's some really great references.
yeah, which I really enjoyed. But it literally just feels like we never left them, really. The team's back together,
Yeah.
seeing Jubilee, Gambit, their relationship, Scott and Jean, what they do, Wolverine. I mean, Wolverine's even got like his sheepskin coat and his corduroy. Is corduroy, but it's like his yellow flannel shirt. And yeah,
That's all chest hair, homie. Just
yeah, yeah.
kidding.
It should be back when we were men. We were men back in the 90s. They did release that big Sentinel fight on YouTube last week. That's
Mm,
really, really good. But that's not even the
I
best part of
freaking love
those
that.
first 2 episodes. Yeah, and
It's
it's really
really
good.
not. It's really not. Like that's just like the appetizer. Like it's so much more cooler. And
Yeah,
I honestly feel like the actual MCU, the live action MCU, could take notes from the action of this show because they do some really dope things. And I'm like, why haven't we seen this in the MCU? Like, come on, man. Like I love like the team up stuff. Like it's phenomenal. It's really dope.
yeah. No, it is. Even just the villain choice for the first episode.
Mm.
It's a trip down memory lane. And I know that there'll be cynical people out there who are like, oh, they're just getting you with nostalgia. But they do take things in a new direction towards the end of it and kind of throw a couple of curveballs there, which I really enjoyed. I think it's a fantastic way to start the season. Hopefully it stays at this level, but so far I'm on board.
Yeah, man. Like I'm so excited to see like I love that this is a weekly release because like I like seeing people's reactions week by week to like certain episodes and like this is gonna be one of those shows that's gonna like hopefully get people excited about the MCU if they like, fell off or like, and like people just love the X-Men in general and have been waiting for Marvel Studios' interpretation of the X-Men to see if like they'll be able to capture what people love about the X-Men. And judging by this show, the X-Men are in good hands, I feel. Like the
Yeah,
live action X-Men are going to be like fantastically represented and like the stories that we're going to get are if this is any indication, it's going to be phenomenal. Like it's going to be
yeah.
some dope ass stuff, man.
Well, I went to see June again on the weekend, just
Oh,
because that's all
word.
I do with my life now. But they had the Deadpool and Wolverine trailer. Why I'm bringing it up is because I like bragging about seeing June all the time.
I'm
But
collecting the
also,
popcorn
yeah,
buckets.
yeah. They keep falling apart. They keep rotting away. I don't know what strange substances found in there that rots away the bottom. So I have to keep buying new ones.
It
But I
must be
went.
the popcorn butter. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what it is, officer. Popcorn butter. But yeah, so I keep buying those. But before, why I'm bringing this up is because before I saw the Deadpool and Wolverine trailer on the big screen, and seeing
Mm,
like Wolverine in his costume, kind of that X-Men feel. It's all back, yeah. And I know we're gonna get called shills because we've been shilling So is there anything that you feel they didn't quite deliver on that you'd like to see them improve on?
I think that like I do like the animation style, but like at some points it does feel a little bit like janky and weird. I don't know.
Hmm.
I do hope that if there's a season two, the animation gets polished a little bit more. And also, um, I there's something weird. Like, not to be rude, I think like everyone did a fantastic job, but there's something weird about the voice actor for Wolverine. Like it's the same
Yeah,
dude, right? Maybe it's just like time. I don't know, but like it just seems a little bit different and off. But like it's totally fine. Like I have no
yeah,
real issues with it. But overall, like I don't really have any huge gripes.
yeah.
It it's phenomenal. I feel like it upgraded the show in a lot of ways. I don't know.
Yeah, I would actually say it's one of the stronger Disney Plus shows if you're counting it as that. I'd say it's probably, well, we've seen 3 episodes, so we don't know the overall how solid it is, but it's
Right.
definitely off to a very strong start. And if it keeps up this momentum, I could see it being better than What If. Are there any other animated Disney Plus series out there? I can't
Mm.
remember. But yeah, if you guys love the original show, I think this is really going to tick a lot of boxes for you. There was a lot of controversy last week with Bo DeMeo.
Oh
People
yeah.
thought that
Oof.
he'd been fired because the show's bad, and I can dispel those rumors and say it's not because of that. At least the
It is
show's
not
really
because
good.
of that at all.
Yeah, yeah. But just as a big X-Men fan, it feels like it's perfectly recapturing the comics. It feels like it perfectly recaptures that Saturday morning cartoon that kind of made the world and our generation at least fall in love with the X-Men. And I'm just excited for a whole group of young kids growing up now that are gonna fall in
Yes.
love with the X-Men too, and this is gonna become a great talking point again. And yeah, I'm excited for the next 9 weeks with it.
Dude, like I really hope that like nerd parents like seriously sit their kids down at Saturday morning, wake their ass up, be like, "Hey, I don't want you sleeping. We're gonna watch X-Men,"
Yeah,
and just have them fall in love with these characters because like that '90s show is truly something special, and like I feel like it hasn't really been replicated since. So like having it just brought back outright has been truly a gift. So
yeah.
do that, parents. Come on.
Yeah, so 2 thumbs up, well, 4 thumbs up, and the heavy spoilers show for X-Men '97. Checks in the
Yeah.
mail from Disney. Get in. We're all going to be rich
That
off it.
shill money coming in. Let's
Yeah,
go.
yeah. Just remember, I said nice thing. Next time I do a Marvel review, guys, and I crap all over it, and you're like, "You've been hating on Marvel forever." Be like, I did say X-Men '97 was good. But yeah, we will be doing it weekly. They've changed it back to the 8 a.m. release time. MT, you were originally going to do it, and then they changed the time, and I was like, well, I feel a bit bad making you work through the middle of the night, but we're back. So yeah, join us
All
tomorrow
right.
when this video
Yeah.
releases, and yeah, thank you guys. If you could hit the like on your way out and make sure you subscribe. And yeah, MT's going to be back with a follow-up video later in the week. So lots of X-Men
Yeah.
97 stuff coming your way. We're going to do X-Men 97 videos for you. So see you
Hell
later.
yeah, man.
Goodbye.
Take it easy, guys. Bye.